Alrighty, and we're ready. Or we're off, I should say.
Are we streaming?
Yes.
What the fuck is up, everybody?
Hello.
Alright. I believed after everyone's excitement, you guys were planning on resting before you did anything else.
I think we're going to rest for a minute and then go mine the diamonds.
Well, we definitely need to make sure we're up to full health, because I believe everyone is except for Alexandrite and maybe Lord Weasel. No, he looks okay. We do have several potions of, what was it, find lost door, magical door, something of that nature?
Yes, but the way it works, we need to be facing the place we think the secret thing is.
So it's not an aura around you.
No, it's like detect magic, but you can only cast it once per drink.
How long does it last? How many minutes?
Concentration up to caster level. Up to 3 minutes because wait, no, 1 minute. Should be 1 minute. Yeah.
1 minute? Okay.
Okay, so we each take one and then face a cardinal direction.
Yeah, I believe the detect secret door helps you detect mundane doors. It won't help you reveal hidden doors by magic, if I remember.
Because I was thinking there could be a magical door floating around in here somewhere that might lead to another treasure room or maybe a secret alleyway.
I can use detect magic. If it's magical, I will find it.
Unless it's coated in lead.
I cast detect lead.
No spell, I'm afraid.
Alright.
Behind the lead with kryptonite. My one weakness.
Regardless, we were not only victorious in destroying the black pudding, which nearly completely devoured me and destroyed my priestly robes. I was able to tie that up into a speedo around my private parts. We made our way into this caged area with a gigantic, scary, terrifying purple worm. We destroyed it. Through a combination of magic and force of will and our faith in the nightmare, we were able to literally scare the purple worm to death thanks to one of my favorite spells, Phantom Menace. No,
I was going to say, I think the speedo helped.
Phantom Menace? Oh, you mean you summoned Jake Lloyd?
I mean Phantasmal Killer. The worm keeled over. It is dead. And as a sign of, or a test of his faith, I sent Burned Requiem in to cut off the stinger of the worm so we could bring that back as evidence that we killed it. Unfortunately for Burned, his will was not strong because I cast Hell Vision onto the worm to keep it terrified. And in the midst of a hellscape within his mind, he attempts to cut off the venom sac of the stinger, and it gets sprayed all over his face. His force of will was definitely tested. He overcame the poison, and Alexandrite stood there and did nothing.
He was just like, well, this is your guys' problem, not mine.
To be fair, I don't think Alexander in character knew the spell was cast. Because he can just walk through it and probably doesn't have enough spell casting abilities to be like, oh, he casted something.
You would have seen the effect of hell, but you wouldn't have been scared by it, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Because I believe that is the idea of it, or is it if you pass, you just don't see hell? I can't remember.
I don't know if he's aware of the spell's presence, unless of course he sees me cast it. But since he's not affected by fear, I mean, he might feel an attempt against his will, but it wouldn't affect him.
I sense a disturbance from the force.
He certainly wouldn't to you. So,
So,
What do you want me to do?
I believe, if I remember correctly, you were going to use the
All right. Regardless, I think we have successfully cleaned this place out.
Yeah.
Quack.
Oh yeah, I
Hello,
still.
Duckshine.
Hmm.
Or
Yeah,
are
I
you
forgot.
Night Duck?
Night Duck. Slender Knight.
Oh god.
Internet.
Duck is slightly bigger than what you last remember her as. Well, probably a lot bigger actually.
So yeah, I totally forgot that I still have 3 points of ability damage.
Yeah, we need you to do your thing, Alexandra. Milk Thistle used up his own resources and got him mostly healed.
Alright. I
Boop.
will do what I can for you. And Nightshine, why are you disguised as Duck?
It's not this guy. It's just been a long time since I saw her. I miss her.
I see.
Hmm.
Alright.
These guys, you say? Nightshine starts to consider evil things.
Oh god, please don't.
Oh, please do. What kind of evil things are you contemplating?
Hmm. I could pretend to be Milk and then do good actions like charity.
Alright.
You wouldn't dare.
Uh,
Okay, I can only do this once per day. So what do you want healed?
Strength.
You get 2 points.
I'm back to normal, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
so,
And you had just a little bit of healing for yourself there, Alexandra.
I'll take care of that now.
Are you applying that healing to yourself?
I forgot there was a button that was just apply.
Yep.
quack, I'm in pain.
Do you need me
Why
to
are
talk
you
to
in-
you too?
Why are you in pain?
Oh yeah, what? I'm not uninjured. I don't know why it's saying uninjured.
It's because you're not tipped over enough to the point where you're no longer uninjured and you're barely injured. So, if people looked at you, they wouldn't see that you're hurt because you're only lightly damaged.
Yeah.
I am lightly damaged.
You could probably just sleep that off, not Sean.
It will take 2 nights.
Alright, I will touch you.
Yay.
Could you not look at like Duck at this moment? This feels weird.
Okay. Nightshine's going to transform back. But he's going to use his belt of disguise to get himself looking very handsome with very cool clothes. He now looks like a proper wizard.
I was gonna say, are you just handsome Squidward?
Do you mean the clothes that I bought you?
No, those are left on the ship because they are heavy. I look, and he spins around, and he has a, a very long cloak like wizards usually have.
Have you been able to do this the entire time?
I just got this belt.
When did you get this belt? I don't recall.
It was last session.
It was last session.
Ah,
Oh, it's,
that's why I don't remember.
I don't know if you can change your outfit because it works as alter self, so you can alter yourself. You can't alter what you're wearing.
Yeah, there's other items that do that.
Yeah, so you can't change your clothes. I'm afraid. That's I was just looking that up because I didn't think you could.
You need sleeves of many garments, my friend.
Are you ending the magical effect to look like yourself?
Yes, but it does say that I can't change clothing.
Where?
that belt might be very interesting.
Because it
Very
says
useful ability.
it allows you to alter their appearance. It functions as alter self spell.
Wait. It works as disguise self.
Nope. Uh, it works as alter self. Or have I put the wrong text in the description?
Let me double check. Yeah, it says I cannot alter my appearance as with disguise self spell.
Okay, no, that should be alter self. My apologies. That was me putting the wrong text in.
Oh. Well, then I can become a small creature and look like duck at the right size.
Oh yeah. What the hell was I looking at then?
I don't know. Head of disguise is
Disguise self.
disguise self.
Maybe it must have been disguise self then that I was thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, because the idea is you can alter, you can look at and alter person's gender and stuff like that. Yeah. So no, it wasn't alter self. It was disguise. It was disguise self. So ignore me. Yes, you can change your appearance.
Yay! Look at me. I look like a noble now. Yay!
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
You look like a proper duck.
No, I am not shine with very good looking clothes.
That too.
you still basically have the magical item activated.
Yeah.
Alright, well, shall we get to mining or should we wait a little longer?
I think we should mine.
Alright, I can mine.
Alright.
I feel like I haven't done anything for the last few hours, so.
Alright, well,
Yeah, but
escape if you can. If you can remember the way out, at least. Anyway.
Yeah, first thing we do is go here.
We're not gonna mine these crystals over here?
No, we actually have a very good spot for crystals. They contain diamonds and such,
Ah,
as well as many other valuables. Also, Bern, I need you up here with me. I can't see.
Yeah, working on it. Trying to get all the way up there. Okay.
Actually, I should change. If you're looking like yourself, I need to change your icon again.
Alright. Alright.
Did we determine if anything down here has valuable minerals still in the walls that we can mine out, or are we going straight for the chunk of diamond we saw earlier?
This area does have like valuable materials, but it's the sort of thing you would have to spend time and effort getting out. You wouldn't get a very big return very quickly.
Gotcha.
have we checked out these doors yet?
Yes, they lead into one with an empty chest and one with the chest that had the thing that we gave Nightshine.
The belt.
Yeah.
That one, this one actually had a magical trap upon it, but it was tripped before we arrived.
they have been here for a while.
Also, be aware there is one final Draugr remaining, one of the females with a warhammer. We don't know where she is.
Mm-hmm.
If someone dies, do they no longer become invisible? Are they no longer visible? Or invisible with this potion?
They're
They
a-
can.
oh. Go ahead.
Invisible objects are a thing.
Okay, well, do you think they set off the trap and died?
I speculated that, but no. The tracks that we saw in there were at least 3 days old, and we don't believe she would have had time to go in there and take whatever she needed. She did drink. She most likely drank a potion of invisibility, which would wear off after 3 minutes.
Honestly, I think she just ran.
Yeah,
I think she fled.
I was thinking that too.
We did strip the dead of all of their goods. They belong to us now.
Yes, I might want to lay claim to that axe that nearly killed me.
Hmm.
Are we moving? Nightshine, Alexandrite, are we moving?
Yeah, sorry.
I think Nightshine said he needed a sec.
Okay.
And with its current setup, I don't have a mouse, so I'm trying to get used to things with the mouse, the touchpad.
You don't
Aaron,
have a
have you
mouse?
Hmm?
I said you don't have a mouse?
I have a laptop. And I'm in a hammock right now.
Don't fall
Oh
out.
yeah, you got yourself a comfy hammock. How is it?
It's nice.
Is it pink?
It is, yes. Because that was the only color that was available.
I think you could have held out for blue.
Mm-hmm.
Not possibly, but it was summer, and I was like, there's probably going to be a big demand for hammocks right now.
Also, for most people, most of your buffs are run off. So ball strength's gone, smite has gone. Nope, mage armor is definitely still on.
I keep track.
Well, that lasts for hours, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, new buff was Night Shine's thing. What was the thing's name again?
Power of Prescience?
Or of what?
Prescience.
Yeah.
Okay, you might have to type that in for me, like the dyslexic person. And a language that I can understand would probably help.
Now you're asking too much.
Aura of Prescience.
Free science, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys come back to one of the larger openings here with the crystals. Where are you heading from here?
We need to travel north, and Milk Thistle is going to be rolling perception to keep an ear and an eye out for a Draugr who might be setting up an ambush. Do that blind.
I personally don't think that Draugr is going to have the balls enough to, 1v4 us.
Yeah.
Complacency leads to death. Always keep your mind and your soul sharp.
He has a point. Right.
These tickles.
Oh, I need to adjust that. Okay. Yeah, that is delete.
Yeah, honestly, I just think that Draugr fled when she realized, oh shit, we aren't winning.
Let's jump back quickly. And then I can activate things. Oh, there we go, right. Right. Activate, no. Activate.
Oh no, he knows his trap cards.
this is the room where we fought the Zubat-looking monsters that were constantly screeching at us. I
Alright.
don't recall how to get back to that massive chunk of diamond. I think it was to the north end of this cave.
I just want to check, as you're moving up the hall, are you like moving forward every like 10 feet, sort of doing a check, or are you just sort of strolling forward, just watching out for signs of movement?
If we just stroll forward, can I take a pass of 10 on my perception check?
Well, yeah, you've already done basically the equivalent to what that is in Pathfinder. You've rolled your perception. I'm
Okay.
just trying to work out how cautiously you're going.
Just moderately cautious, keeping an eye out on things.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right, so as you guys over here get back over here, I should have paused the game. Where is Nightshine? Gone. Where's that?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Chance up here. I
So
think you found the way.
yeah, before you guys wander down there, you need to get back over here. You ran away a bit too fast. Yeah, so back to as you were when you walked into this area. Milk Thistle, you notice what appears to be a tripwire set up across the way here.
Halt. Sure enough, I was right. Is it right there where Alexandrite is standing?
No, it's actually more just like right in front of you. You guys should be back. You should be back one more square, basically. So yeah, so it's basically like here-ish.
Northus will point out the tripwire. This wasn't here when we came through previously.
No, it wasn't.
It seems relatively sort of quickly put together. It's the sort of thing. If you weren't looking for it, you would have missed it. But because you're moving with caution, you'd spotted it.
Is it tied to a bell as an alarm, or does it look like it would do some damage?
You sort of look up and you notice it looks like it's when it gets knocked with somebody's feet or hooves. It looks like a number of bottles or something should swing down at that person's location.
So it's just an alarm.
So, so they're basically trying to home alone us with bottles.
That's what you can bottles or something. Yeah.
Can I just use Unseen Servant to reach out to the bottles?
Can Unseen Servant float? Because they're up in the air. No, I think they're restricted to ground movement because I don't think they've got a fly speed.
We can use that unseen servant to set off the trap.
Yeah. In fact, that's Bird Requiem's gonna do that. He's gonna summon his.
I'm on step back.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think that's necessary. We could just step over the wire.
We need to clear up this place for the dwarves to come in.
True.
I'm merely concerned that setting this off will alert whoever put it here.
That's a valid point. Yeah, let's step over it, and because if they laid a trap, they have to be somewhere in here.
Once we make sure this area is clear, we'll come back and deal with the trap.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so Thistle will step over the trap and
Yeah.
keep looking.
The fact that you know the trap's there, it's fairly easy to step over once you know it's there.
Yeah. Bird's gonna step over as well.
Too bad you missed the trap hidden behind the trap.
Do you see any tracks, Milk?
Do I need to re-roll perception, or can I take a pass of 10?
You would need to do survival.
Survival?
Alrighty.
Bird is gonna try to assist.
Okay, Ben, roll yours first.
Right. This would be public or blind?
You are gathering information, so it is blind.
Blind. All right, come on, any day now. Uh,
Okay. So, Milk Thistle, Burnt attempts to help you, but you do disregard most of what he's trying to advise you, and more focus on with your own skills. Um, the issue with this is there definitely seems to be more recent activity, so it's very difficult to tell their any of their prints in regards to where they've gone or anything like that. You can definitely tell a number of individuals have walked through here recently by the scuff marks and stuff on the stone, but you wouldn't be able to give be able to work out too much. Other than you can definitely tell that at least two of the individuals were at least weighed down by something heavy.
There's been a lot of activity through this area recently. Some of them carrying something heavy. It's hard to see specifically which ones belong to the drugger we're looking for.
I think the ones carrying something heavy would be Alex and Barnes in heavy armor.
yeah.
Or me.
Armor itself, while it's heavy armor, doesn't necessarily weigh that much on the person's body. Would I be able to tell this was like, several hundred pounds they're carrying?
You wouldn't be able to tell how much weight. No.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I weigh 700 or several hundred pounds. Even without my armor, I'm 660 pounds.
You weigh how much?
660. Young ponies are fucking heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. Okay. Well, that wasn't very helpful. Regardless, any traps in the area?
There's one behind you.
Any other traps that we've not currently spotted in the area?
Not that you're aware of.
All right. GM says you don't see any traps, so that must mean there were no traps.
Hmm.
I think the way to the diamonds was I always picked the wrong two.
Maybe it was either that or it might have been like one of the mini clusters in the area.
I think it was by here.
There's also the area by the gymnol we destroyed. I believe that had a large chunk of diamond.
Yeah, that's the only place where you saw diamond.
Okay, that's where we need to go. Is this a wall or is that a cave, GM?
No, that is a cave.
Okay, yeah, let's go here. Alexandra Burn, we need y'all in front of these.
Right.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Ari needs to hurry up.
Not sleep while enemies are nearby.
This is what I now hope you guys will move towards the... No, Burn is somewhere in the middle. How did you go away there, Burn? Right, get down here.
Milk Thistle, once again, rolling for traps. Survival, you said?
You're looking for tracks.
Traps first, and
Traps.
then tracks second.
Traps is perception.
Okay.
Right, so this area is quite large and cavernous, so it's actually very difficult to see most of the area, and I've realised that I needed to do that to actually make the map give the correct light. So you can't really see fully all the way around, so there's nothing on the floor that you can tell, but as you can't see the ceiling, you don't know if there's any traps above you. But yeah.
And I'll roll survival to see if there's any tracks beyond ours that came through here.
There is tracks. If there's any additional ones, you are unsure.
Bipedal tracks.
Very difficult to tell with the stonework. You wouldn't be able to really identify bipedal or quadrupeds just within the scuff marks on the stone. I mean, you can definitely tell they were wearing like either boots, shoes, or something on the bottom of their hooves / feet.
I don't see any traps, and it's hard to make out the tracks here. I think we can advance.
Roger.
So who's Roger?
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, Roger. That's our Victor, Victor.
Shirley, Shirley. Don't call me Shirley.
They don't know how to use the instruments.
Alright. You have rediscovered your diamond.
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
And I believe our strong characters are going to be
We do not
doing
go
some
through
heavy
walls.
lifting.
Unless you
Yeah.
want to start climbing up, then stop. Where are you going?
Use my wand to cast. Wait, did I miss something?
Just night shines
No,
doing stuff.
Night Shine went into another wall again.
Oh,
He
Yeah, I-
tends to do that a lot as of late.
seems like it just disappeared and got pulled off the map.
I think I disappeared, yeah.
Okay, so you've lost yourself. Right, let me put you in the group.
Lord Weasel is still here.
Lord Whizzle.
Nightshine went to the Shadow Realm.
All right, welcome back, Nightshine.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
I expend 2 uses of bull strength for my wand on Alexandrite and Burned, so they can get right to work.
Yep.
Do I need to climb up anywhere?
Sorry?
Sorry, what was the question?
Do I need to climb up anywhere to get the diamonds?
No, I mean, it's just a matter of just wiggling your way through. Because you're not in combat, you don't have to make any checks.
Okay.
Oh, and you know what? Let's see. Milk Thistle is going to inspire anger into both Alexandrite and Burned because these pylons are in the way. Someone built too many pylons. So he is going to cast Rage on the 2 of them so that for the next 8 rounds, they get another +2 to their strength. So y'all currently get a plus. Yeah, y'all totally that English. Y'all have a mother. You have a +6 to your strength. There we go.
That's what do you call it? Picks, right?
I believe you guys picked up some from the Dwada?
Oh yeah, we got tons of pickaxes right now.
Alright. So just strength checks.
No, you're mining. It's literally just time. It just takes you time to
okay.
start mining out. So you can't just whack it hard and it have it all pop out. You kind of have to hit the right places, mine around where you want to go. If you just go straight in at the diamond, you're probably going to damage the value of things.
Okay, so like masturbate. Alright.
Wow.
So yeah, you're probably gonna need to use all those spells.
Milk Thistle's going to be concentrating on those 2, keeping them strong and angry.
Odd.
All right. So how long are you mining for, or what's your end goal here?
Well, first of all, we need that entire chunk of diamond plus any pebbles or dust of diamond that fall out from that. We need all of it.
Alright, so I guess
R-
mine until we're exhausted.
Uh, Me and Will can keep track of the gold value.
So yeah, basically mine until we're either exhausted or dead on our feet.
Right. Okay. So if you're looking at doing like a full excavation, you'll be here for probably a few weeks because there is a good chunk of diamond here, but it's going to take you time to mine it out. That is the issue here. So, how long are you planning to stay here?
We do have
Well,
booking with the queen.
if this is going to take more than several hours and it's going to take us, weeks to excavate all this diamond, I can just use stone shape to remove the minerals from around the diamond, can't I?
I don't think you had stone shape memorized today, but
What level is stone shape? I forget.
I'll tell you in a second because I've just looked it up. It is a level 3 cleric spell.
Okay.
Go. You can piece of stone into any shape that suits your purpose. Well, it's possible to make. Um, you be able to you won't be able to move it. You can just reshape it. So make doorways, those sort of things. So you can't like suddenly make it all shift back. So you reveal just a diamond.
Could I shape the stone into like an umbrella so it hangs out over the top of the diamond so that way it can just be, taken out in huge chunks?
Um, you wouldn't be able to get it to. I mean, you'll be able to alter it a bit, but not to that degree. You'll probably just save you some time, but it's not going to speed up this process greatly.
Could you make a like globe of rock and then we could just roll that over?
I mean, reading the description is the sort of thing you can make. Is obviously you can make crude doors, coffers. So you can basically take like a large stone and like kind of reshape it into those sort of things rather than a massive slab of wall.
Okay. If this is going to be a thing that takes weeks, we obviously don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if
you know there's a lot of diamond here, more than what you asked for.
I wonder if we could simply I forget what the terminology is, but you know how when you find something and then you get a portion of that?
I believe you already staked some of your claim on that when you spoke to the person originally. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
they said, or basically, you kill the worm, you can take, I think it was 10,000 gold's worth of diamond.
Yeah, so I think we can just cash that in with them.
How much diamond is here?
More than that.
I mean, go ahead, Nightshine. I'm sorry, I keep talking over you.
What if we mine for 1 hour and see how much we can gather?
Yeah, because we don't have to be gentle with this diamond. It's going to be turned to dust anyway.
Alright.
All right, works for me.
Home.
Is
Oh
it
God,
just
no.
is it just two of you mining?
Yeah.
You guys have help, or
You start mining away and chipping away at the stone. The initial few minutes are more effective than the rest of the hour, um, but you get to the point after the hour where you're possibly able to start. You got some movement with one of the more larger um, bits of diamond. Probably will only take another 15 minutes or so, and you probably would get that piece of diamond out.
I guess Alexandria and Vern will work together to try to get that one diamond.
Yep.
All right. With a little bit more time, you finally knock out one of the more larger chunks of diamond that were sticking out, and it breaks free and obviously falls to the ground.
All right. Milk Thistle's going to take 10 on appraise for 20 to determine the value of this diamond chunk.
This diamond chunk comes out at 11,500.
Oh, that's
Do
more
you
than
two-
enough.
Do you two think you could dig for another hour, possibly two?
Yeah.
Hey, I think he said 11,000.
He said 11,500, yes.
That's already more than what we agreed on taking.
The temple needs this diamond dust. It is lacking very greatly.
That would be stealing.
We're simply laying claim to what we earned.
They did tell us that if we act out of line, they're going to put us inside the furnace and kill us. You remember that bit, I hope.
Nice science. Right. If this is already more than we're worth, let's just take this.
Yeah. He has a point.
Milk Thistle will grind his teeth. Excuse me. Milk Thistle will grind his teeth, but reluctantly agree. All right, so I stop my concentration of rage, and in 48 seconds, y'all go back to normal. All right.
You guys are
Nope.
terribly fatigued, and I believe Burnt, you were exhausted.
Yeah. Let's see. That's fatigued. Where's exhausted? Here it is.
All right.
How many more Leon recruits do you have, Alexandrite?
I have exactly 2 left. So
Alright. So let's.
yeah, I'll group Alexandria and Milk. You're not Milk. Sorry, Vern.
Alright.
Milk?
Yes.
You do realize we got this diamond for our group and not at your church, right?
I understand we will divide it amongst ourselves later. It is simply being carried by me. I'm not going to steal from you.
I'm not saying steal, I just want to be clear here.
It is for everyone, yes. We all have our intents and purposes with this diamond dust, and we'll all get an equal share.
You won't be
GM,
able to, Alex. You won't be able to remove Burnt's exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like he's barely trudging along right now.
All right. Alexandria will help Vern.
GM, how much does the diamond chunk weigh?
I don't think diamonds weigh too much. I think diamond dust in itself is weightless.
1 carat of round brilliant cut diamond is $8,400. 1 pound is approximately $19 million. So do you just want to say weightless?
Yeah, we're going to go weightless with diamonds.
Okay, I'm trying to add price to this diamond chunk from the mines, but it keeps automatically deleting it.
It might be because I have to add it because I'm the GM.
Alright,
Let's have a look.
I'll just add it in the description.
Where have you got it listed? Where are you hiding your diamond?
It's in my equipment list.
You have a long equipment list. What category is it in?
Armor/equipment.
Okay, you got it in your armor. Okay.
Yes, I have diamond armor.
1,100
What is this, Minecraft?
and there we go. Price has been entered.
Cool.
That actually might be fun, playing like the funny Minecraft.
All right, we have successfully done that. I know our resources are low. We could head back to the capital right now, or we could rest here and mine tomorrow.
I think it's best that we head back to the capital and rest. We have a meeting with the Queen tomorrow, I think.
Or at least one of the representatives.
Yeah.
Let's head back.
Alright. Are you guys heading back to the minecart?
Yes.
If you just want to teleport us there, then.
Right. I will put you onto the Deep Crag map. You reach back to the minecart. It has been sabotaged.
Ah,
No.
Sabotage, not stolen. Interesting.
Yes.
well, I don't think that Durger wants to go to Deep Crag.
Can I use knowledge engineering to assert the damage?
Yeah, you can.
And I'm gonna use my 1d6.
Fair enough.
Now they're just gonna go like, you're being awfully petty.
It's loading.
Okay.
Oh, and GM, we either set off or disable the trap before we leave, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what do you want to do?
Bert is gonna have his unseen servant run through the trap and just set it off.
Right, the string of potions swing down. Would have hit somebody who was there, but there was no one there. So sort of then get to the end of their thing, and then obviously the rope pulls them back. They move and they hit the side of the rock, which then they explode into a fiery ball, and then the glass bits land harmlessly on the floor.
Oof.
Not like a massive like fireball, but just like fire.
Oh, this person really did take all the books from Kevin McAllister.
Who?
Home Alone?
Who?
Yeah, yes, but that's a weird quote. I didn't think to say.
Oh, right. No, I was talking out of character, but my bad.
I like the scene in Home Alone 2 where Harry gets his head set on fire, and so he gets his head upside down into the toilet and it explodes.
Yes.
Alright, Nightshine, here we go. You look over the cart. There's clear and obvious signs that somebody's just basically bashed it with a warhammer. But there's also signs that somebody has removed some key components. So if you did repair the probably more superficial damage, the likelihood that the wheel would actually come off as you're hurtling down the cart, possibly splattering you all against the wall.
So I guess we're walking.
Yep.
Not quite. keep an eye on things for the next 10 minutes. I'll get to work.
All right.
Let me just make sure I did not prepare this spell before I did not. Okay. I go into my inventory and I pull out my scroll of there it is. Make whole.
Okay, I believe
And-
that one would work.
And I spend 10 minutes speaking in Infernal, doing the incantations, and the missing parts are brought out of the ether, and that should make this card nice and good to write in.
Yeah, because I think that's the one what basically brings stuff out of the ether and repairs it.
Mm-hmm.
And once that's done, Milk Thistle will sigh and say, well, those are more resources I will have to go through to replace what I've spent.
Oh yeah, well, Milk was gonna do that. I was gonna do a perception to see if I noticed any diggers.
You know what? Yeah, Burned is gonna roll perception as well. See if you can't notice anything out of the ordinary.
That's like a blind.
Oh, yeah, blind. Come on. Here it is.
Alright, so is this you searching the area?
Yeah. He's gonna be searching the area, see if he can't find the Durogger that ran off. That's been trying to sabotage them.
You search the area. You're not finding any signs of anyone hiding or just watching from a dark spot or anything like that. As far as you can tell, both of you, you guys seem very much alone. Well, other than your group.
Something's feeling off though. Burned is gonna do a survival roll to see if he can't spot any footprints that aren't ours heading up the way.
When you say up the way, what do you mean?
It's away towards the minecart, like they were heading outwards.
There's nothing that you can see.
All right.
If we're lucky, we'll hit them with the minecart.
Yeah, if we're lucky.
But from this seems of it, they just seem to be doing random vandalism to our things just because they're pissy that they lost.
Yeah.
If we have the cart fixed, we should head off.
Yep. After 10 minutes of you guys looking and coming up mostly empty-handed, the cart will be fixed and you will be able to put it onto the tracks again.
Yep, let's do just that, and let's get on out of here.
Away we go.
Meow.
Alright, you make your way back, hurtling down the tracks, and you will find yourself after, I think it was an hour on the tracks, wasn't it?
I think.
I think it was two.
Yeah, I was thinking 2 as well, but I wasn't 100% sure. After 2 hours of hurtling down the tracks, you arrive back at the station, docking there once again. There's sort of many dwarfs around, many carts leaving and coming back. Obviously, most of them normally either empty or with minerals and what have you.
Did we bring proof that we killed the purple worm?
Yes, we got the stinger.
Ah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
All right. We arrived back in a very pristine cart, likely in better condition than when it left.
Hey, Burn. Hey,
Yes?
why don't you lift that stinger up when we get there?
Yeah, of course.
Like a little show of them.
I mean, there are
Mm-hmm.
dwarfs about. There are those coming in, emptying the carts that are full of like various minerals and stone and other things. But most of them don't really pay too much attention to you. Obviously, they're there for the minerals while they're coming in, rather than dealing with people.
All right. So yeah, let's make our way to the foreman's office and talk to the dwarf that uh, we spoke to about this.
Alright, we should probably tell them about that one Durger that got away and see what's going
Yeah, yeah, definitely, because I'm sure they would be interested in knowing that.
All right. So, upon entering the foreman's office, you can see the very familiar female dwarf working away with paperwork. It seems paperwork's never ending.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She looks up at
Uh,
you, and as you enter in, you're not dead then.
nope. In fact, quite the opposite. We ended up besting the worm, the purple worm, and he reaches in and grabs the stinger, setting it on the foreman's desk. Here's the proof to show that we dealt with it.
I mean, the stinger is fairly large. You'll probably find it's the size of at least probably a short sword, maybe a long sword type thing. So it's
All
not
right.
small. I mean, the creature was huge.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
Actually, Alexander is going to make a small comment at the "so you're not dead" part. And it's like, nothing like a trying. He shows the scar that he got from the axe.
I see. And did you take some of the diamond for yourself?
We took our share.
All right then. Well, I believe our business here is concluded.
Yes, there is one other thing. One of the Duragar that were in that particular area managed to escape, and they have sabotaged us. The minecart specifically set up a nasty little trap for us, and I feel like they might be on their way here or somehow making their way back to where they came from.
Well,
So you
hopefully they've crawled down the hole where they've come from, but we'll have a new group heading down there soon. I'll make sure they're cautious that there might be some unpleasantries running around still.
Yes, I would suggest having actual guards there if need be.
Well, we'll be sure to hire a bit more competent guards this time.
Mhm.
One more thing, and Nightshine's going to take one step ahead, and then he's going to take one step back and double check if his outfit still looks good. Then he's gonna take another step ahead again.
You're wearing your magical. You're still magically enhanced your appearance, and your outfit is still magical. So if you made it pristine, you are still pristine.
Yeah, it's just Nightshine being worried, but wait, hello. Um, the reason we came here, it's because we are trying to start again the trades between the dwarfs and the ponies. Uh, is there any way you can pass on the word of our contribution to you guys?
To who?
Uh, Either the people who run the trains or the queen herself.
She she gives out a hearty laugh. Oh, you think everybody knows the Queen personally? I'll be
I
sure
don't
to
know.
mention we had some pony outsiders and a goat come and help us out.
That would be appreciated, and Nightshine tries to give a bow.
I agree with you, Nighttime, but I don't think this was the right pony to mention that to, or right person.
You never know. He whispers. You never know.
God.
I think we can try to sell all the junk we collected now.
Yeah, so you're in a sort of a relatively large place what will buy and sell most stuff. So you're probably going to be able to sell everything.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the places will buy equipment and stuff at 50% of its cost. Things like gems and what have you, they or any sort of trinkets or whatever would normally be purchased at full cost if I have given you a cost for them.
Okay, do I have a diamond to sell you then?
Uh, Milk and burns. I would like you guys to write down what you guys are wanting to sell so I can put it on the spreadsheet and calculate everything.
All right.
All right.
Just a moment.
Yeah, I need to take a look at the spreadsheet. See what's there.
I don't think you looted anything.
Yeah,
He's,
I did not do anything because I was not here.
yeah,
All right. Let's see.
I'll show the spreadsheet.
Didn't someone have an? Didn't the major Durger have an axe?
Yes, he had a
Yeah, he
dwarven war axe, I believe.
Hmm.
I'm
I
unsure
read
who
that
has
down.
picked that up.
The alchemist fires do I have? I got that. All right. Milk Thistle wants to sell this.
Sellable, sellable, yeah, sellable. Yep, those are. You'll be able to sell all those at half their cost. This is
All right. I submitted the stuff I'm selling into the Steel Game chat.
oh, okay. Yep, can sell Alchemist Fire. Yep. That's all sellable.
I don't know what the value of these items are.
They should say on the items.
Um, Not in their description, no.
Okay. So, if you click on the box, it looks like it has a pencil in it,
Yeah.
and it says where it says in the price category it's 20 for the Alchemist Fire. So, half of that would be 10.
Yeah.
Let's see. That
All
would
right.
be...
So
Let me have a look.
50 GP.
Let's find you. No, that's all right. Right, so edit. Yeah, so Alchemist Fire are obviously 20. Let's have a look. Click. Thank you. Right, let's have a look. Smoke sticks, which I think only Burnt's selling those. Yep. Oh no, don't do that, Matt.
Oh yeah, that war axe is exotic. Never mind. Not gonna take it.
There you go. Smoke sticks are 20 gold as well.
Mm-hmm.
The scroll of the potion of negate aroma is 50 gold, so you get 25 for that. The Tanglefoot bags, they're 50 gold each as well.
So another 25.
The Thunderstones are 30 gold.
15,
Um,
I think.
Yes.
oh, it's a potion of detect doors. Okay, I was looking for scroll. And the potion of detect secret doors are 50 gold each as well.
So another 25.
I believe. And 50 gold also for the the retreat one.
Expeditious retreat.
Yeah, that's the one.
So another 25.
I believe that's all those items.
All right. So that'll net me 145 gold in total.
How much towards the negate aroma?
Uh,
Okay.
50. So that would be 25.
Yeah.
For half.
You can get that in platinum if you wanted to.
10 platinum instead of 10 gold? Yay.
No. I mean, you can
No.
get the money converted into platinum if you wanted to.
Yeah. I generally like to do that because there's fewer coins.
Yeah. I mean, here is definitely a place you can do that.
I could wield that war axe two-handed as a martial weapon.
Okay, so for what Milk Thistle is selling, those are the sell costs of the items that he's putting up. So that totals out to 290. And we're all going to split this 4 ways, correct?
Yes.
All right, then let me go ahead and get rid of these.
All right. So those are all the things that you're selling, Milk Thistle.
Correct. And the weird value. So that 290 I've got will be split 4 ways. Mark. We haven't had Paolo's dog and Steele's cat make noise at the same time.
That's true. Milk? Didn't
Yes.
you pick up a full plate?
Did I?
I think
Yeah.
you did.
It's in your equipment.
Oh, yes, I did. There it is.
Okay, gonna add to the selling sheet.
All right. It's 50, if it's just regular full plate, that's 1,500 GP, so that'd be 750.
That should be masterwork. So add masterwork on top of that.
Oh, so that's 1,800. So 900 GP.
I think masterwork armor is only 150 extra.
Wait, how much is this, the full plate?
It's 1,500 basic, and then you add masterwork cost on top of it.
So what's the total cost?
I'm just double checking the cost of masterwork because I think it's only 150.
Why is this plate so expensive?
Well, it's full plate first off, but it's also masterworked.
Yeah.
It is 150 gold.
Yeah, so an extra 150 gold, so that's
Okay.
1,650. That's its full price and then half that.
825.
I do remember that we had some heavy ores worth 150 each, and you picked up 2 of them, Milk.
Okay, let me see here. I've got, okay, gems for gold. Okay, yeah, I put it all under gems for gold. That includes the ore. Total cost of that is 1,345. So we're not selling that at half price. That's just the value of the ore and the minerals, correct?
Yeah, that would be full price, that one.
Okay. Then let me.
I think you had 2 sets which were each worth 150.
I think he's added it all
I
together.
didn't keep track of them individually like that. What I did is the gems that we got originally from the gem mill, minus what we spent, minus you, Nightshine getting your share, I had that, and then I added in the gems that we used to buy the slaves, and then the ore that we found. I added all that up together. So the total value of gems and ore is 1,345 gold pieces.
Do we ever get the money back from those jerkers that we spent on the slaves?
Yes,
Okay.
that's in the cost of the gems for gold.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you actually had two of them.
It's all in there total, 1,345.
I still have all my alkaline flasks. Do I just keep those, or want to spend those?
You can. I mean, we've encountered blobs more than once already, so we're likely to do so again.
Okay, fair enough.
I've got one left. I'm going to keep it.
I have one left. I'm gonna keep that.
I have 3 left because I died before.
You didn't die, you just had a near-death experience.
Yeah.
And hey, you got a fancy, cool-looking scar from it.
By the end of this, Alexandrite's going to be more scarred than Pony.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alexandrite's like so fucked up since the first time he's shown up. He's got his ear cut off. He's now got this horrid scar on his neck.
So that full plate has been sold. Oh, I also have a dwarven war axe and a heavy crossbow.
The war axe is masterwork, and so is the heavy crossbow, which will add 300 to the cost.
1,345 for the gems.
Yeah, if that axe wasn't exotic, I would have probably taken it. Cause
Wait, did you just add the cost of the diamond to the gems?
No, the diamonds I have listed separately. So the diamond chunk is listed at 11,500. That's its own item. The gems for gold include the gem knoll, the gems and ores that we got back for selling the slaves, and then the ores that we found in the chest. All of that's added up together as one thing, 1,345 total.
1,345.
Correct.
Okay, now I need to remember how much you gave me.
It was 1/4 of what was left over at that point.
I think it was 200.
Trying to remember. Okay, that thing just went back 48 days. Sheesh.
alright, well you guys figure out math. I'm gonna get some water.
Okay. Nerds.
I mean, this is the favourite bit, playing with spreadsheets.
Me, I'm
Yeah.
just going through what's in my own inventory.
Alright. So,
I'll post it as soon as I'm done with it.
so
Masterwork weapons add 300 to their value, correct?
yeah. So the heavy crossbow is 350 gold altogether, and the dwarven war axe is 330 gold altogether.
Wait. Sorry, one more time. The dwarven war axe is 300?
330 gold.
Okay. So that's the... Okay, that's the full value of that. Alright, so I gotta take that and half it. Trade 50 divided by 2, 175. And 330. 160.
I
Anyone need any costing for anything else?
Hmm?
Does anyone need any other costs or totals?
Not offhand.
Oh, crossbow bolts. I got 10 of those. Price check them with it.
Sadly, people they won't buy them off you. You could give them away with the crossbow, but it's one of those things. What's generally speaking, you can buy a load, but most people don't buy them back.
I think my spreadsheet calculated everything. I hope. If I'm right, everyone should get 871 gold and 75 silver. I really don't know how much milk gave me, so I'll just say I'll just pay for the drinks tonight,
All right.
and we'll call it fair.
Is that including the diamond?
No, not including the diamond.
Okay, that's a lot more each than I thought you would get.
Helmet.
Because if we had the 1000 from the gem golem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did fight a gem golem before that.
Yeah, and the masterwork full plate.
Which was 850.
I think the full plate is 825.
25, yeah.
Yeah, Nightshine, what I did there is posted what I had in my possession as far as loot goes and what it sold for its value. So what I was carrying on me was a total value of 2,800 gold.
We still had the heavy crossbow. More money.
Yeah.
Wait, who's keeping the crossbow?
The heavy crossbow you just posted.
Yeah. So who's keeping it?
No one. I just putting on the spreadsheet.
Alright,
Oh,
so
okay.
that's what Milkfist has got. What extras is there?
Well, I'm selling a lot of stuff here.
Okay,
And-
your own personal stuff, right?
I mean, I am selling 10 alchemist fire, 2 chain shirts, 2 light crossbow. There was that 20 pounds, lots of ores, which was worth 150. And then there are 2 smoke sticks, 2 tanglefoot bags, 2 thunderstones, 2 warhammers, and 8 different level 1 potions.
Oh my god, guys, we actually have money.
Oh, I know, right?
I know before Burned and I think Milk joined, we were always just kind of scraping by.
Oh yeah, no, that's that would sound about right because that sounds like it will add up to about 600 gold. So getting around about 850 each. No, does sound reasonable.
Right.
Well, however much you said.
With the heavy crossbow, it goes to 900.
900 even?
No, 915 and 5 silver.
Yeah.
So
Alright, 915 each.
Does anyone see any mistake in my calculation? I will ask. Oh wait. No, wait.
Streaming. Okay.
I am trying to make a fun spreadsheet. Smiley face.
A fun spreadsheet. Is there even such a thing?
Yeah. Especially when you're the one making the money. I have a question about your calculations there, Nightshine.
Yeah.
Over on the far right in L, line 5, gold per creature.
Oh yeah,
I
that is if we share with Milk, who's not a pony.
Why am I getting gypped so hard?
Because you gyps Night Lord Weasel when he wanted his share. So I'm gypsing you.
We've been over this. Lord Weasel is his own responsibility. He's tied to you. So he should be sharing your resources. If you think he deserves more, by all means, give him more of your own.
That doesn't mean I forgive you. But
Well, if you're going to insist on leaving so much out of my own profit, then I'm going to have to insist on keeping a larger share of the diamond.
uh oh no, you can see here, gold per creature, which is the one I'm speaking. Which is divided four ways.
Oh, okay. So without me getting paid, it's 1,200, but with me getting paid, it's 915.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. You just deleted it.
Alright, so 915, four ways.
Yeah,
If
the 915 is the four ways. You don't have to do any more
Oh,
math.
Yeah.
I
So
know
we all get 915 gold, 5 silver, or 91 platinum, uh, 5 gold, 5 silver, which is how I'm gonna do it. All right. So 91 platinum would bring me up to that.
yeah, especially after I sold all my stuff, so that's
6.
50.
Sold all that stuff and didn't even share it with the group.
Right.
Alright, so for those of you who have sold stuff, make sure you remove them off your character sheets.
Done. Wait. Okay. So we are selling the gems and the ore that we found. That is now gone. Okay, now it's done.
Yeah, if you should be able to just delete it, but if people can't, let me know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we're gonna do more math, I'm just gonna take a nap till it's done.
Yeah.
We're not napping, you don't have to take that much of a nap, we're almost finished.
Alright, so I'll give the 235 that I had gotten from selling my stuff into. He'll hand it to Milk Thistle and say, "This is for the, this is for our little traveling party, because you know we have to start putting funds in for ourselves, just to make sure we have stuff put away."
So you're trusting your money with me?
Yes.
Milk Thistle nods his head. Very well.
All right.
Have you given any thought to growing the Hell Knights?
Yes, actually, I have been thinking on that as of late. I have an idea for when we get back to Vila Town, and that mostly is able to wait until we get back to discuss. He sort of gives a bit of a shiver. I'm not exactly used to public speaking, so I mean I could try doing that here. See if I can't gather any interest in like with the marketplaces or whatnot.
I've seen you speak before. When we went through Galloping Dam, you and I evangelized together, and you were far more eloquent than I was.
I mean that's true. Deep down, I guess I just have a bit of a phobia. Not phobia. What's the proper word?
Discomfort?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Of doing public speaking, but I should be fine. I hope. He sort of laughs a bit at that.
The nightmare requires us to acknowledge our fears and act in spite of them.
Yeah.
I will ask, does anyone want to do any buying while you are shopping?
Yes, Milk Thistle needs resources to replenish his one of his wands and 2 scrolls.
I'm guessing with the ones you need, that won't be difficult at all.
Alright, so I need the. I'll go ahead and write it down in chat. I need scrolls for
cost?
So restoration times 2.
So
Which,
if you just tell me the spell level and the caster level, I better tell you the cost.
lesser restoration, caster level 2.
Yep. Is that a level 1 spell?
It's a level 2 spell.
Level 2 spell.
So that would be a caster level 4.
4. So to purchase as a scroll, that is 200 gold pieces.
But I will be crafting instead.
Oh, okay. You'll be crafting. How long does it take you to craft a scroll? I think if it's level 2, it takes 2 hours.
If the value is 250 gold or less, it takes. I just have this pulled up. Takes an hour.
Now, okay. So
Pardon me. If it's 250 or less, it takes 2 hours per scroll.
okay.
And if it's over that, then it's 1 day for each 1,000 gold.
Right, so a level 2 spell. You're purposely making it at a lower level, so level 3 will be 75 gold to craft.
Okay. So 2 of those would bring that up to 150.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, that would be 150. Yeah, that should be right.
And then a scroll of make whole, also a level 2 spell.
Level 2. You get level 2 at level 3, don't you?
Correct.
Yeah, so that'd be 75 again.
Question. Do we get XP for completing the quests?
You did. It was incorporated into the dealing with the worm.
Okay.
Because that was the final thing to defeat, basically, at that point.
Oh, and I need to craft a wand of infernal healing. Infernal healing is a level 1 spell.
Level 1, fast level 1. Crafting the wand will cost you 375 gold, but I think wands take longer. And I believe you will be pushing for crafting a wand takes 1 day for each 1,000 gold base. Yeah, so it'll take you 1 whole day to craft a wand. So, and with you doing those spells, you would basically be hitting your maximum. Because it'll take an hour each, and those 3 scrolls.
3 scrolls and 1 wand, yes.
Yeah, so you won't be able to do the wand because that will take you an entire 8 hours. And you doing 2 of those scrolls kind of puts you at your limit of your full adventuring day, because you've spent a bit of time travelling around, which adds up. And it looks like Burnt is about to collapse as well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I can still sleep for 2 hours and be fully rested.
Oh yeah.
Another hour would give me time to prep my spells and whatnot.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't have to rest 8 hours. Everybody else does.
Okay. I will still buy all the raw materials I need.
That is perfectly acceptable.
Alright, so the scrolls have been replaced, but I still need another day to craft a wand. Okay.
Well, you can You can craft two scrolls before you need to rest. So you have one more scroll which you need to create tomorrow,
Okay.
or in after 2 hours rest. Are you wanting to travel back to your place where you're staying before you start crafting?
I don't think so. I mean, we do have our contact who was supposed to be escorting us around town. We should probably locate her because we've been missing for at least a day.
Mm-hmm.
We are supposed to meet them back there in your resting place.
Okay. Then yeah, we should go back.
Yep.
Alex, are you back?
Wake up, Alex.
Okay.
Don't fall asleep. Oh, he's muted.
Uh, okay, I guess we are going back to the resting place to rest.
Alright.
Yep.
You guys get on the train and make your way back. The journey is... You've done this a few times now. It's not... it's fairly easy to do. You guys can go to bed straight away. Or you can stay up a little bit longer. Milkfist will be crafting for 2 hours before he goes to bed.
Oh no, Burn's going straight to bed. He's gonna pass the fuck out.
Is there anybody not sleeping?
I will spend 4 hours copying the spell like I wanted to do before the thing.
Okay. Alright.
And
So I'm gonna go ahead and click rest.
Yes, you can. No one else click rest yet, but Milkfistle you can. Alright, so I've done the 2 hours crafting, hour travel, 2 hours resting, 1, 2. You've then got hour of preparation.
Yep.
That will put Nightshine will go to bed when you basically a point throughout that. Alex. You there?
Yes, I was. Sorry.
Alex.
Yeah, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nightshine's going to pay you back.
Pay me back, for...
For the money you lent me, you dummy.
yes.
There we go.
He pays his bills.
Yes, I was just gonna check with the, lady at the front of the desk at our hotel to, see if anyone, came for us.
No one's come yet.
Alright. Well, I'll thank her for, and, be off to sleep, I guess.
Alright. So, Milkfistle will finish his preparations. Nightshine, I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Right?
Yes.
Einstein wakes up, his hair's gone again.
Okay. That number does. Gotta check. There you go. What is the DC? DC is that. Okay, cool. Alright, you relax and obviously everyone goes to sleep. Nightshine, you will get up. When you so let's go. So Nightshine, when you go to bed, not Nightshine. Milk Thistle, when you go to bed, Nightshine is still up. He looks like he's still doing like last final bits of copying. But when you wake up, Milk Thistle, you are the only one who's up and about. So you will go about your praying and getting well, everything you need prepared, ready for setting out for the day. After the 2 hours, after the hour preparation, you can prep your spells. And would you want to, at that point, send your messages off?
Yes. What time of day is it?
Can you see that it should indicate?
Or
You don't
4:30
know what
PM?
time of day it is because you're underground. I should point out.
Oh well, I'll just cover that back up. I guess I will assume the parties of interest are awake. So yes, Milk Thistle will spend the next half hour delivering messages. So the first one he will send to is High Priest Midnight Vision, and I believe I sent you that message earlier today.
Yep.
Through DMs.
We have to deal with time zones, so it's like 4 o'clock, or it's midnight for them. Like super inconvenient.
No, thankfully, this place does not have time zones, so we're not worrying about that. I mean, admittedly, the nightmare worshippers do have a different time to keep to, but you guys just don't know what time it is, and underground it doesn't seem anything stops. It seems like it's almost like continuously going the whole time, so you don't know when it's dark or when it's not dark, because it seems to be the same at all times. But, you're sending it at this time. That took place at that time. I just need to change what I was originally going to do, because I was expecting you to send the message earlier, but you sent it a little bit later, so it does change things a bit.
Yeah, it would have been best to hold off. But I don't know what time it is.
Yeah, I know. But no, based on a timeline you have no idea about, his message will change.
How dare you wake me up, boy? I'm old. I need my sleep. Keep it quiet.
Yeah, I could see that.
I was just thinking he was on the crapper at that moment. Like,
I'm thinking more of that old Tex Avery cartoon about the I forget what he was. I think it was a dog that was hired to keep things quiet for a bear who's trying to hibernate, and then a squirrel shows up and just keeps making noise, waking him up, and the dog gets beat up for it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bear walks out with a rolled up newspaper. Quiet! I said quiet! And just beats him over the head.
Tex Avery's old stuff was so much better than the new crap that they made.
Yeah, but when Tex Avery was working, everybody was like, wow, Tex Avery's crap is terrible. I miss Betty Boop. Let's bring her back. Or Willow and Otis. Those cartoons were awful.
I mean, have you ever seen Teen Titans Go?
I have. And a lot of it was dumb and cringe, but it wasn't all terrible.
Wow. Just wow.
No, I'm being serious. I mean, like Weird Al actually made a cameo in one of the episodes. He was Darkseid. So
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's on YouTube. Look it up. He comes out with that really deep, gravelly voice, and I think it was Starfire who says, "Do you wish to have a lozenge for your sore throat?" Mm, thank you. He chews it up and swallows, and he goes, "Ho ho ho! That's much better." Goes into the Weird Al voice.
Oh
Man, my
God.
throat has been bothering me for the longest time. Thank you. And Cyborg starts going, "Hey, remind me of somebody. Somebody I've heard many times before." "Really? I don't think so. I've never been in this part of the universe before."
Okay, I need to sit down and watch that. I
"Yes, know who you remind me of? Weird
Guardian.
Al." "Ah, yes, Weird Al Yankovic. One of the most diabolically evil men to ever
Guardian.
live on Earth." "What you talking about? Weird Al ain't mean. He's a nice guy. I got to talk to him once." "Oh, you might think he's nice, but it's all a ruse. He takes other people's material, their music, their acting, and spoofs it, making them look like fools. I wish I were as fraction of the evil as Weird Al Yankovic." "You take that back. Weird Al is a national treasure."
okay. Yeah. Uh I mean, hey, at least Weird Al isn't Dane Cook. So there's that.
Okay.
Freaking Dane Cook. Yeah, because this is funny. We're going to turn the lights off right now. Look to the person to your left, look to the person to your right. We're going to play a little game called Who's in My Mouth?
Alright. Do you still
What?
wish to send... Oh,
That was
no.
one of his jokes.
Stupid.
Okay, Meg Crystal, do you still wish to send your second message?
Yes, I do. I will send my
do
second
you-
message to Lord Crystalheart.
Do you wish to read the message I sent you first?
I am reading it. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Hang on. Oh, oh, that's important.
Is that
Like I
a
said,
good
this is
O
why
or a bad O?
this is why
Uh,
the message has changed.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, he is not the kind of person to embellish. Okay. Yeah, my message seems unimportant in comparison to that. Okay. Having received that, I need to alter my message to Crystal Heart just slightly. Um, Shoot. Okay. Yeah.
I hear beeping.
Um, just trying to think of the right words here. Sorry, this is taking up time.
No, no, it's fine. It was. It's one of those things where something gets thrown curveball wise, and you're like, "Oh bugger."
I've had those moments.
It's like, well, this message can't possibly go wrong, and everything just went wrong. Shit.
No, nothing went wrong, message wise. Just the answer was not what was expected. It had,
Make sure that
it had extra details.
But I wasn't prepared for this.
Pretty much.
Something. Chaos is gone. Everything has gone south.
Cats and dogs living together under chaos.
Well,
Mass hysteria.
I'm sure you'll find out soon enough how correct you are.
Okay.
Okay.
With the new revelation of what Midnight Vision has given me, that is the message I send to Lord Crystalheart.
Okay, cool. So you still send one to him. I actually don't think I ever gave him a noble title, to be honest. I can't remember what it was, but we'll go with that for the moment. Oh, I can't spell words.
Words are hard.
I believe that's the correct spelling, but that looks so close to my surname it's ridiculous. So I don't know if it's correct.
It's always a catchy tune to sing.
Especially when you're standing in line at a gas station. People love it.
Really?
No.
No.
I was in Detroit, Michigan, and I started humming the Super Mario Brothers 2 theme song. Do, 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 do. And this lady turned around and she's like, "Do you have to sing that?" I said, "Yes."
Of course.
And what was her response to that?
She scowled at me.
Right back at you, Karen. It's funny how some people will react to that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, on the one hand, I can see how it would be annoying. And it's like, you just want to stand in line and not be bothered, and there's this guy right behind you humming a Mario Brothers theme song. That can be frustrating.
Especially since that song's gonna get stuck in your head all day afterwards.
Yeah. It's a little bit short, but I don't think there's any more I can really add to the sentence, so it's going to go with it a little bit short.
Okay. That's a good answer. I like that one. Okay, and then final sending of the day. This is a message to Duck.
Duck.
Okay.
And I like to imagine Nightshine would want me to deliver the message just like this, so I'm yelling in my mind, so Duck is getting yelled at.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's magic, but I imagine that's how magic works.
Hey, Duck! Nightshine and friends are safe. He will try to visit soon. Any news on your side? What tea you like?
Oh, God.
What?
1 second.
Phil has to pull up his Google document on Duck translation so he knows how to type up a message.
Quack, 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 quack,
Quack,
quack.
quack.
Oh,
Quack, 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 quack.
Oh, there's definitely a
Bread.
quack in there.
Welcome to the bread stone. We got bread on deck, bread on the flow.
I can try to grab Duck into the call if you want.
Oh no, I've got a good idea of how this will be answered. I'm just it's just counting out words. Alright, how far is that? Can I get the answer to the T in?
Well, of course, Duck likes the QT.
18, 19. Yes,
Oh,
I can.
that's me.
20, 21, 22. Okay, I am waiting on Duck on the answer of Duck's favourite tea. So, so when I get that back, where it says tea name, we'll have an answer to the name of the tea.
Yay!
Okay, yeah, that does sound like Duck.
I'm just trying to think of like what's the most zebra-ish tea.
I don't know. Why's it gotta be zebra tea?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why you gotta
why?
be like
I mean, I thought something silly like bread tea, but I was like, no, I will.
bread tea? Okay.
Yeah.
I think bread tea is called beer.
Yeah, I suppose that's very true. Okay, so those are the messages. You've got a bit of time before anyone else is going to wake up. What are you planning to do, Milk Thistle?
After he sends his messages, he'll continue crafting.
Okay. So yeah, you've got a scroll to do. All right. So the answer will be this. Oh, hold on. Hang on. Do I have enough words for the extra bits? Where are you going? There it is. Okay.
I don't like some more coffee. Green tea. Coffee. I don't like some more coffee. I don't like some more green tea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 25. Ah!
Oh, I found a spell that actually would have helped us mine easier. Airline
Oh.
fragments.
With okay, because I see this as a very duck thing, it will cut off there.
Cuts off Rice. She's about to say the T, huh?
The last time I sent Duck a message, it also cut off at the end of the sentence. So yeah, that is a Duck thing to do. She'll probably ramble on for the next hour, waiting for me to say something back.
That's Duck for you.
All right. So you begin to craft your final scroll. About halfway through it, Milk Thistle, there is a knock at the door of the apartment you're staying in this inn. I think because I think you hired like a little complex what had bedrooms and a living room area, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get a knock at the door to the entrance to your little apartment.
The divine magic coming from my quill down to the parchment pauses briefly, and I say, "Speak." Without a
Voice calls
response, I
out.
continue running.
It's a. They. You say speak. Not quite what they were expecting. So they're just going to walk in at that point because as they weren't expecting you to shout, speak. And the person looks in and goes, I assumed you still want to be meeting with the with who's in charge.
Yes.
Well, I am ready to take you all there now.
All right. Was I able to finish this scroll, or am I being interrupted?
You are being interrupted, I'm afraid.
Milk Thistle will pause his work, roll it up, and put everything away. Well, then let's notify everyone else. And as he walks out, he will cast fastidiousness on himself because he's a stinky boy.
How many hours of sleep did we get?
Alright, so those of you who went sleep straight away, uh, you got 5.5 hours sleep, and um, blah, blah, blah. Nightshine, you got an hour and a half.
Wait. Oh
So
yeah, okay.
is it a
Okay.
full 8? Sorry, go on ahead.
Uh, I was gonna say, so more hours than I normally get in my sleep.
Hold on,
Alright.
I need to send a whisper to someone. Uh,
I'm guessing I'm fatigued.
I'm guessing I still have exhaustion.
you are still exhausted, yes. You have not had your full night's rest to remove it.
I
Were you
think if you
fatigued?
rest,
Were you fatigued originally, Nightshine?
no.
No. If you don't get any more sleep within at least 24 hours, then you will be fatigued, but not at the moment.
Okay.
And am I fine, or
Hmm?
I was asking, am I fatigued or am I fine?
I'm trying to think. Don't think anything caused you to become fatigued.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Alright.
only Burnt who got it because he stood too close to Nightshine.
Mm-hmm.
Like deliberately too close.
Yeah. Nightshine, did you get the message?
I did.
Yeah, so as Burns woken up, he
Uh,
slowly rolls.
no, wait.
Hmm?
Uh, okay. Can I roll something to understand this situation better?
Yes.
What can I roll?
What do you think will help you? Because
Uh,
that'll be the only thing I can sort of suggest here.
Spellcraft.
Go for it.
Wait. Okay, I'm going to cast this spell.
Oh, okay. Yep. That will potentially help.
Hypercognition.
Uh,
So I roll the knowledge check, and I get a +8 on my d20 without going above a normal 20.
okay, so you'll be doing knowledge arcana then if it's a knowledge check.
Wait. Perform an intelligence check.
Okay.
So
I believe spellcraft is intelligence check.
yeah. So first thing, ah, I, yeah, but
Uh,
yes, spellcraft.
do you scream out loud?
No, that's just me casting the spell.
Okay.
Well, that's how you always cast spells, just screaming.
Yep.
Did you add a d6 to that?
Oh, I didn't. Good point. Yeah, I should.
Okay. Okay. And if you got below 10, it puts it up to 10. Is that correct?
If okay, so if I roll a 10, I get a +8 and becomes a 18.
But it's
It just doesn't make so I would roll above a 20 on my dice.
okay, cool. So you spend a few moments just like going, "What on earth?" Um, and you sort of start managing to sort of piece things together. It's clearly some sort of an effect, and you believe you can track it down to the belt, and because the belt actually looks a little bit different now, where it was like a very nice sort of belt, something which you could wear and it look appropriate and stuff like that. Um, it's almost got like a the belt buckle itself is almost like a silly face, like pulling a face at you.
Someone got a curse item.
Ah,
Nightshine is going to take one deep breath, and he's going to poke his head outside his room. Belk,
Nightshine, it's good you're awake. We're here to
I-
see the courthouse.
I think I know why they left the belt inside.
What's wrong with your voice?
oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Did Nightshine get turned into a mare?
Milk, do you have remove curse?
Milk Thistle frowns and he tells the dwarf that's leading us to say, please wait in the lobby. We need to take care of some personal business before we leave.
Well,
And
don't take too long as she heads down.
And Milk Thistle goes over to his door. What's the issue, Nightshine?
I am more like Duck than I would like to be.
Oh no.
I got the meta joke for that too.
So
Let me in so I can have a look.
Yeah, he is poking his head outside the door.
Well, he says he. It definitely looks more like a she now.
oh no.
I'm gonna roll knowledge religion to determine if he is indeed cursed.
I
Knowledge
think it's the
Arcana.
belt.
I believe knowledge arcana is to work out cursed stuff.
Really? Okay.
It's a magical
well, in
effect.
that case, I'll just have to take Nightshine's word for it. So you put on a cursed belt, did you?
Yes.
Well, I do have remove curse, but you are unfortunately too late in giving me this information because I won't be able to prepare it until tomorrow.
I have character. Shame you didn't give that to Alexandra. You could have had Alexandra again.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you wearing it.
So I'm afraid you'll need to simply deal with this until tomorrow. Can you at least remove the belt?
I'm going to try to remove the belt.
Yeah, lets you remove it.
Any changes?
No.
All right.
I'm going to try to use the belt to make myself look different.
Yeah, you can make yourself look different. The belt still works as the item is intended.
I'm going to look like normal Nightshine.
You look like normal Nightshine.
Well, it's nice to see that still works at least. How does your voice feel?
I don't think it's changed.
Oh man.
Well,
Sorry.
that's a little strange, but it shouldn't do nothing more than just gain a confused look. You should be fine for now. I do have a favor to ask of you, Nightshine. Do you still have those royal clothes that we bought back in Galloping Down?
I left them at the ship because I'm always very heavy loaded. Look at my back.
Alright, I should have enough time to fix my robes, but I will need a place of privacy.
I
Did
can
the,
use prestidigitation to help you if that helps.
well, you can see how tattered they are. I need to cast Make Whole on them.
Oh yeah, you did take an acid bath. Do you want the belt?
I do not want the belt.
I think if you don't use it for too long, it should be fine.
I'm not taking any risks.
Okay.
Let's get Alexandra burned. I'll probably need y'all to create a privacy fence for me while I fix my clothing, because I'll need to disrobe in order to fix it.
You do have a private room to sleep in.
Well, I need 10 minutes to cast Make Whole, and since we're leaving right now, I was going to cast it on the train.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So, yeah, as actually, I'm gonna roll perception on Bird to see if he hears all the commotion and is deep asleep as he was.
You were woken up.
Let's-
Everybody was woken
Yeah.
up.
All right. So, yeah, he rolls out of bed and gets his armor on, and with his gear, he walks out. He goes, "Oh, what's going on? What's
We're
with
leaving.
this screaming?"
We're leaving back for the capital immediately. We'll have a short time to rest on the train, but I'll need you and everyone else to keep me covered while I fix my robes.
All right.
You're burned. Or not burned, sorry, Milk. Alexander will just give his winter outfit to.
A bit toasty, but thank you. I'll wear it until my robes are fixed.
So, what's with all the yelling? Bird asks as he looks around. Where's Nightshine?
Nightshine's
Nightshine
here.
waves.
Are you okay? What's up with the yelling just now? It sounded like a cat died in here.
I don't think Nightshine would yell with his female voice, to be honest.
All right, well,
He didn't scream, so.
all right,
was-
well,
I was trying to use a female voice.
all right. What was with the screaming?
No. Don't think he screamed.
Nightshine tilts his head.
Hmm. He sort of squints at Nightshine. To notice subtle differences, it would be definitely a perception check just by examination.
If you look at him,
Or-
you can roll me a disguise check with a +10, Nightshine. If
Wait.
Burnt is attempting to see past the illusion.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, it's Burnt's roll. As far as you can tell, actually, is it? I think you might have to roll scrutiny. No,
Scrutiny, this isn't 40k.
scrutiny. Oh no,
I don't.
no.
Oh, bluff.
Bluff. No, you.
Bluff.
No. Yeah, you roll bluff. It's a sense motive, but I'm double checking the spell effect.
It should be this. It is the same modifier, so
Yeah, I mean, you get +10. I know that for certain.
All right. So, do you want me to roll sense motive then?
No, I'm just bringing up disguise self. Let's see what it was. Oh no, you need to make a will save to see if you beat the roll he made, because it's basically an illusion effect. So it's
Oh,
a will save to disbelieve.
all right. In that case,
Yeah, nothing wrong. Looks like Nightshine.
oof, that's not a good roll.
Anyway, we should get ready then.
So, yeah, you can't tell anything.
He kind of shrugs and says, "Well, let's get going then. We need to make this meeting with the Queen."
Perhaps we'll have some drink that will wake us up more on the train.
Yeah.
Milk Thistle will go back into his room, put on the winter clothes, and take off his tattered robes and carry them in a pocket.
Okay.
And as they're making their way to the lobby, he says, "I have very important information that we need to discuss privately." We'll do so on the train.
Understood.
All right. You guys are taken to the train. You actually are given first class
Oh.
things. Well, I mean, given where you're going, they're not going to make you go economy class.
All right. Does this mean we have our private area to sit down in with a locking door?
You can. You don't have a preset one, but you have one you can make use of.
Okay. Milk Thistle will call everyone into that.
Um, are you going to ask the person who's escorting you to stay out?
Yes.
Yep, that's fine.
All right. Once we're in there, Milk Thistle will look to Nightshine and say, I sent your message to Duck. She sent a very enthusiastic message back. Would you like to hear it now, or should I just write it down for you?
Nightshine blinks.
One,
Something wrong with his throat.
one for yes, two for no? Okay, just one blink. He says, Quack! Oh my gosh, tell him I miss him millions, and I give him special cuddles when he comes, and I love green tea with... That was her response.
Blink.
As for the more pressing news, the Temple of the Four Seasons was attacked. Not by humans, but the building was damaged, and then he looks to Alexandrite. The Queen was taken.
Wait. So, Birdsword just he keeps himself calm, but there's a lot of emotions, different emotions flaring briefly over his face as he grunts a bit. The Temple of the Four Seasons was attacked and taken by who? Who attacked it and who took the Queen's tomb or her sarcophagus?
There are a lot of details. There are a lot of details I do not have at this time. It was not attacked by the humans, but I don't know precisely who attacked it. And I don't know if the Queen's sarcophagus was taken or if the Queen was removed. But the temple has been damaged, and the attack was not done by humans. That's what I do know.
Can Nightshine pretend to have a male voice?
You could probably do a stiletto.
You could probably do that weird, raspy voice women make whenever they try to sound like a man.
Yeah, just sound like a woman trying to pretend to be a man.
Pretend to be a woman pretending to be a man. There you go.
Oh dear.
Pretend to be a Polak pretending to be a British man imitating an American accent. Go. Wow, that was really good.
Nightshine's going to pull out his journal and write down. What was damage?
I don't know at this time.
I would like to do a heal check on Nightshine.
Sure.
To see, like, is there something wrong with his throat?
So roll me a heal check and then roll me a will save.
Alright. Are these both blind?
No, don't have to make them blind.
Alright.
Same throws on. The only thing which needs to be blind was Nightshine's bluff check, so it's all good. You see nothing wrong with him. Now the will save, and you don't. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him as far as you can tell.
Well, having delivered this information, Milk Thistle is going to begin working and casting Make Whole on his robes.
Nightshine's going to spend 1 hour preparing his spells for today.
Yep, the train journey is pretty much an hour, so you have that time to do it, and it is a nice place that it'll be fairly easy to prepare your spells in first class.
Alexandra will brood over the news that he's just heard.
Yeah, Burned is gonna be deep in thought over the news that they're just told. It's one of those things that is pretty rough. So.
All right. 10 minutes later, your clothes are repaired.
Milk Thistle will make sure that no one's peeking in through the windows, and then he will disrobe, put on his actual robes, and then hand the winter clothes back over to Alexandrite.
Alright, Alexander will burn his clothes.
No, I am clean. I cast fastidiousness on myself.
Like, yeah, you're clean, but it's still another dude wearing your clothes.
Your clothes are cleaner with me having worn them. I'm so clean.
Question: can I use dispel magic to remove curses?
Let me have a
I'm
look.
not believe so.
I think that's correct. If it's a magical curse.
I don't know if you can do it on the curse. I think you can use it on the item to temporarily disable the item.
I think it should say on the curse itself if it can't be dispelled by magic.
So I just Googled it, and the answer, this is what I got as the top. So to answer the OP's question, no, you can never use Dispel Magic to remove a curse or any other property of magic item. If the sword just makes you blind while you wield it, then Dispel Magic wouldn't work.
So yeah, looking at this, the only way you can remove this is basically something what interacts with curses. You can use dispel magic on objects, but it temporarily disables their effects. That's the best you're going to get. That is
Okay.
so basically you disable the belt's effects. So when you wear the belt, you wouldn't transform into anything. The moment it wears off, you can then transform just as disguised self. But obviously, as soon as then that comes back, so does the curse.
We need a girl name for Nightshade now.
All right. Anything else as you guys travel?
Not offhand, no.
Alexander will just kind of be worried.
All right. So, your the train pulls into the station, and you are taken off, and you basically walk through the city, and you head towards this sort of very large, very sort of ornate building carved into the side of this cavern that this city seems to be built in. You enter through some very large doors which are open. It definitely looks like it's a. I mean, most dwarven architecture makes it look like it's some sort of fortress that would take hundreds of thousands of people to penetrate, and these walls look no different. The walls, this wall itself looks very thick, and so does the doors, which are obviously open at this point in time. There is many dwarven soldiers sort of scattered around this sort of open courtyard area, and you do see numerous statues depicting various different dwarfs that do stand very tall. I mean, you're looking like a statue equivalent to like 3 stories type of thing. As you guys are led down, you then start ascending a flight of stairs that lead up to where there's the front of this very ornate building. Once you've reached the entrance, the doors are closed, but as you begin to approach, a few guards who are stood either side, as you seem to walk forward, they will step forward and push the doors open enough to allow you to enter in. With once your party has entered into this again, a fairly large chamber, um, which has large columns, what seem to be obviously supporting this building, as well as many banners hanging down of very highly decorated and woven. What's it called? I want to say quilts, but I don't think that's the right word.
Banners?
Yeah, I want to say banners, but it's definitely more ornate than just a simple banner. They
Tapestries.
yeah, that's it, tapestries. There's many of these down.
Isn't it? They are tapestries.
Yeah, and they seem to sort of almost tell stories as they go down, and they've got many different iconographies of obviously very important to like dwarven kind and various things like that. As you guys are standing here, you are asked to wait in this chamber, and you will be called forth when the time is ready for you to enter the chamber.
Could I roll knowledge nobility to see if I know any of the dwarves?
I'm afraid your knowledge nobility will not help you here, as the dwarves have been shut off for so long. Chance of you actually knowing much will be slim, but you can give it a go. You might roll stupidly high. Oh, okay. No, you're not aware of it. You can pick out what possibly are symbols indicating maybe like important names and stuff. I mean, can you speak Dwarven?
I cannot.
Okay, then you wouldn't be able to even pick that out. So yeah, they're pretty pictures, which you can guess which would be the sort of thing nobles would have and stuff. So it clearly depicts nobles, but you can't pick out anything important. So this gives you a little bit of time in a space which allows you guys to discuss things before you enter the chamber, basically. If you need to do any last minute discussion or planning before you went in.
Yes.
We'll pull out some parchment and paper and begin writing down some talking points. Like, all right, so we need to discuss reopening trade with the Dwarven kingdoms and repairing the train that operates from the Dwarven lands through Villagertown and up into the northern territories to the border that was annexed. Was there anything else that needed to be discussed?
Two major weak points.
What was that, Alexandra?
Saying I think those were the two major main points that we had.
Yeah.
Did anyone think of anything else that needs to be discussed with the dwarves?
We should probably mention the demon, because I would imagine
Yeah.
that's also factor in sooner or later.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that all the prep you need?
If there's nothing else, I believe so.
Right. You guys are left waiting for probably about. I forgot to add some time. So left waiting for about 15 minutes as a young dwarf, you assume, comes in. The reason why you would assume he's young is he doesn't seem to have a proper full-grown beard yet. The dwarf approaches you all and goes, what are your full names and titles, please?
I am Burned Requiem.
What is your title, Bern Requiem?
Oh, Captain of the Hell Knights. Chaos Knights. I'm sorry.
I whisper out of character. Milk Thistle speaks up. I am Milk Thistle, chaplain of the Nightmare Temple.
And the young dwarf looks towards you, Nightshine.
Hi, Chai.
Just Nightshine?
Yes.
Alright. Alex, I didn't quite hear your one. You were a bit quiet when you said it.
Oh, Paladin Alexandrite.
It was just Paladin Alexander, right? Okay. I'm going to try to remember this as I introduce you all, but I probably will forget somebody's. He runs off, and a few minutes later, another dwarf calls you forward, and tells you basically just to stand in front of what you now realise is actually a door, but when you stood in the room, you just thought it was a wall. Now, because it's open, it goes quite high up into the ceiling. Once he seems to get some sort of signal from somewhere, you're not too sure what, and he basically pushes the door open, and he basically indicates for you guys to walk forward.
We'll walk forward.
Bern will walk forward as well.
As you walk into the room, it is lit by a number of, I'm going to say braziers, but I think that might be the wrong word, lighting either side of the doorway and leading down the room, as well as some which is hanging from the ceiling, more centralised, lighting up this rather large chamber. And you can see just at the far end there's a raised platform with quite a large stone looking chair, what has a very high back, what reaches higher up, with has numerous again dwarven decorations on them. There is an individual sat on the chair, and there are pillars either side, and again you can see numerous sort of dwarves in quite highly decorative, but by the looks of it, very practical armour. As you guys enter, a voice sort of almost calls out from somewhere, clearly being amplified through some sort of resonance sort of chamber effect. And they call out, "Now entering, Captain of the... you said Chaos Knights, didn't you?
Yes.
Captain of the Chaos Knights, Burned Requiem. Chaplain of the Nightmare, Milk Thistle. Paladin Alexandrite Beacon. And... oh god. And Nightshine. You guys you've got a bit of a long walk leading up to basically the front of the stairs before it leads up to the chair.
Milk Thistle will have his trademark smile. He looks very calm and generally happy to be there.
Alexander would like to kind of get a read of the room.
Seems very formal, very official. The guards, best you can tell, look relaxed, but they're probably, if they're anything like elite guards, they're ready to act at a moment's notice, even though they do look relaxed. The individual on the throne is too far away to really tell much from this distance.
Bern is gonna respectfully give a bow to the individual that's on the throne, not saying much.
Are you guys just stood by the door, or are you entering towards the front of the throne?
Yeah, we're entering through the front.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk down to the throne, and Burnt gives a bow.
Mm-hmm.
Milk Thistle will bow as well.
So will Nightshine?
I think I said heard you say you would, Alex.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. So I kind of just missed you, but I
On the
thought I'd double
angels
check.
for a little bit.
Right. Sorry.
You all bow,
Uh,
obviously politely. Oh, what?
I made.
You may. Nightshine?
You cut out Nightshine.
Oh no, we lost my time.
No, Nightshine, you're gone.
No.
Oh,
We'll come back to him.
oh no,
Mhm.
he's typing.
Oh man, now Nightshine and Ducks are gonna have lesbian sex.
I think he's going to get the curse removed before then. I mean, he could technically use the belt on Duck.
Yeah, he can. Nightshine will get his dream of actually having
So I
Real
watched the electric pole burn down, which was cool, but yeah, be right back.
Oof.
Oh dear.
Oh, it was a real life issue that happened.
Yeah, it sounds like his electricity pole burnt. So he's probably just lost power. Okay, well that explains that. All right, well we'll.
Well, I mean, it is 40 minutes till curtain time. So we,
All right, that's fine. We'll see how far we get through this meeting, and we'll either stop either at the end or if we go on for too long. So you all approach. You will all bow respectfully, and you can see what definitely looks like an old dwarf sitting on the throne. Their their beard and hair and everything else is very very grey, and but as you obviously look up, you get the sense that even though the individual sat there does look old, does look like they're probably frail, you get the sense there's a sharp mind behind those eyes.
That's gonna make the joke. She can kick all our asses.
Well, as well they should be.
Yep. They're dwarves after all.
I was just like, no, it's the old ruler. Like, what was the one from Avatar? The crazy one.
Oh,
The Earth one.
Yeah. I like that we all know who we're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
King Boomy, I think.
Yeah, Boomy, that's right.
As as you all bow respectfully, the Queen speaks. As they speak, it doesn't sound that of a voice who is old and frail. As they talk, it is still a voice of power that travels, even though they don't appear to be speaking loud, still seems to be able to travel down the room, and you're quite certain, even if you were stood at the bottom by the door, you probably would still be able to hear her speak. Greetings.
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry for interrupting you. I was just going to say nice acoustics.
Yeah. Greetings, outsiders. I have been informed you wish an audience as no, I can't say the word.
Spokesman.
Yeah. As as individuals of importance from the once great Pony Empire,
That is correct. We hope to make it great again.
time will tell if such a thing can be done.
Time and effort.
Now speak.
Well, Your Majesty, we have come to ask for your aid. We wish to open up trades with the Dwarven Kingdom, as well as reopening the train system.
She listens to your words, and there is a momentary pause, and then finally speaks. That is not the first time that request has been made. But the first time, it was from one person who spoke with power in their voice and had the passion behind it to back up those words. I see you have at least some strength in you standing here, but I do not sense the passion. Why should we help you?
Well, I'm sure that it will benefit both of our kingdoms. The surface level has things that obviously you do not in the Dwarven kingdoms.
We have everything down here that we need to live. I ask you again, why? You have come to us clearly in great need, and we have thrived down here.
Because there might be a danger that's stronger than both of our nations combined. Talk of a demon with both antlers.
So you speak of a threat that will come.
Yes. My colleague does indeed speak of a threat that is looming on both of our horizons. It is a threat that is more than capable of wiping out all life on this planet, that wishes to do so. I do believe that our opening trades between our kingdoms could be of great benefit to us in stopping this threat. Supplying both sides, both kingdoms would be immensely helpful as well, especially when we deal with this thing.
And what can you give us? You speak of trade. I know what you kind can offer, or what you did offer, but what can you offer now?
Could I roll a history to see if I knew what we offered back then?
Yeah, sure. So, you cast your mind back to try and remember things. The issue here is most of what you can recall is how sort of the dwarves mostly helped you, and the Pony Empire actually benefited greatly from open trade with the dwarfs. They helped construct obviously the train system. They even actually helped construct a good portion of some of the cities as well as some of the buildings in Ville, and it was their builders and constructors which basically helped shape the Pony Empire into what it was. Not much is really spoken about in the history books you've come across about what was actually done in return for the dwarfs. Most of it, sadly, that you've come across has been focusing more on the pony aspect of it.
So yeah, Alexander will bow his head and say, "I am sorry. Knowledge of the past has been lost to us. Exactly what has had the ponies from yesteryears given you through the trade?"
That is not what I asked. I asked, what can you offer now?
Well, let's see.
Why should I open my doors to a fallen empire and not remain behind the strong walls that still protect us and have always protected us from whatever has crawled across this world?
Because those strong walls will not hold forever, especially with this this new threat.
You
that
question
lingers.
the building quality of the dwarfs?
Oh no.
Then
No,
I suggest you choose your words wisely.
Yeah, I was going to give a glare to Burn once he said that. I was like, "Huh?"
Fair enough.
What he means to say, Your Majesty, is that the chaos infesting this world is not just outside, it is within your own caves. The Draugr down below are just a symptom of the chaos that is infested. It must be brought to order, and through the strengths of outside and within, we will all become stronger and be able to fight this chaos and put it in its place, firmly beneath our heels. There are greater threats than what exists within our own material plane.
We have
There are planar creatures. I silence myself as soon as she speaks.
we have survived many destructions upon the world. Before you ponies walked the earth, walked the land. There were the cats. Till the serpent slithered across the land and and set them back. We were there. We watched. We survived.
Have you come across ruminant magic before?
Ruminant? This is not a term I recognise. What is a ruminant?
They were deer creatures. They had magic that we have never seen before. One such magic item has helped us move across the lands in a ship that flies.
Ah. Yes. We know of these creatures, though we do not call them the ruminant. They were around at the beginning. They grew greedy. They caused destruction upon themselves. And our ancestors watched them destroy themselves.
As that may be, their technology, I don't want to say technology because Alexander doesn't know that. So their magic is something to behold.
Yes.
Perhaps we could trade that.
Their,
I found a.
their magic should be destroyed, as it is nothing but brings brings about pain and suffering to those who utilize it. It is cursed, just like they are. Whatever they touch only eventually crumbles and falls. If you wish to free yourself of their curse, you should destroy whatever you have of theirs. That is what our ancestors did, and we were spared their destruction. The elves were driven across the ocean for their part they played.
Well, it seems that they are not as destroyed as you think. But we have fought a few of them, and the technology that they've brought.
It seems you have much more to understand. None of you here are a great leader. You are merely those who will lend aid to a great leader. If you can put forth somebody who I will respect, then I will consider your offer.
And what qualities do you look for in a great leader?
That is not for me to answer. Your leader needs to be somebody you decide, and I will judge them. When they come forth, tell them to become bearing the gift that we once granted your Queen Iliana, as a show that they are the one to show that you have no longer resorted back into tribal creatures.
I take it then our negotiations are done.
Before we go, Queen, is there any other way we can serve you before we go?
Curious question. How do you think you could serve somebody of me with thousands of subjects, with a grand city and many minds at her disposal? What skills could you bring that may make you stand out above any of those that I have already here?
Byrne, would you present our trophy, please?
Yes, and with that, he's going to bring out the. It was the purple worm's stinger, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna.
I suddenly, for some reason, I thought you left it with the foreman.
No, we would have brought it with us. He's gonna bring out the purple worm's stinger and set it on the floor so that the queen can get a better look at it, and he's gonna back off a little bit.
Your Majesty, when we heard word of missing miners, we took it upon ourselves to seek them out and find them. They had been taken as slaves by draugrs who were living beneath you. They had captured a purple worm and were going to use it to lay eggs to see if they could sell the purple worms themselves. Not only did we kill the majority of the draugrs, save for a lone one, we did kill the leader and take his weapons. We freed 2 of the slaves and exacted vengeance on the other 3 who had been captured. This beast managed to carve tunnels that have valuable resources that you can take advantage of, and we have cleared out the dangerous animals that would have preyed upon your miners.
And did you do this out of the kindness of your own heart? Or did you do it for... did you do it for reward?
We did this to show you that we are capable, we are useful, and because we want to show you that we have a vested interest in the Dwarven Kingdom just as you do.
Do you plan to live your life down here and work within the city?
No, Your Majesty.
Then your momentary show of glory is merely just a moment of glory. You did well killing such a creature. They are difficult things to bring low. But one act is but that.
Then once the relationship between the ponies and the dwarves is healed, there will be more acts like this one.
Perhaps.
We don't wish to be simply traders or neighbors. We wish to be close allies with the dwarves.
Then bring forth somebody who shows power like your previous ruler, and then perhaps you will get what you request.
And Milk Thistle will bow.
Burned will bow as well.
Alexandra will bow, but I also want to roll sense motive to kind of get like what she's looking for.
Okay.
Because power is kind of vague.
I mean,
Out of character, did we bring up the frozen forest?
nothing.
Out of character, did we bring up the frozen forest?
Nothing
Oh,
about the
that's
frozen.
right.
No, frozen forest has been mentioned.
we
Alex.
should be.
Oh, just let Alex know his role. I mean, more sense motive here is mostly used about trying to obviously get a sense of how somebody is. You get the sense that she's very much judging you all very kind of, I would say, harshly in a sense, not like in a bad way, but she's obviously putting you under a great deal of scrutiny. Almost like she's like weighing you up and basically making making her own assumptions about you. You get that. As for what she wants, that's not something you're going to get from a sense motive role. That is something you either would have to know the individual quite well or get a sense of what their mind is, which will be very difficult.
And it has been a while, so what's with the forest that we were talking about?
When we were flying over toward the Dwarven city, we came across the forest, and there was a magical frost that was in it, and we were able to find the epicenter of what looked like a magical frozen explosion going off based on the way the trees were folded over. So we know where the detonation happened, but we don't know what caused it. And since it's close to the Dwarven territories, maybe they do know.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to ask.
Well, how do you wish to throw it as a question to the Queen?
Anyone want to take this, or should I?
I have enough.
Yeah, you
Okay.
go ahead.
While his head is bowed, Milthessa will say, Your Majesty, there is one other thing just outside of your territories to the north along the train tracks, there is a forest, very dense, and it is completely frozen over. It appears to be a magical frost that happened from an explosion. We could not venture into the forest due to the fact that it was so cold and we were on our way to you. But it appears that some magical calamity happened in the forest just north of you, and we were wondering if you know what happened.
That would be those ruminant that you call them. That would be their doing. But as I said, they left many of their curses all over the place when you look for them. Their 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 curses saw every corner of this land, but it all came back to haunt them in the end.
Is there anything there left salvaging? Would it do any good to try to lift the magic?
Many have gone, none have returned.
Are there any threats left there we should be aware of?
I am sure there is, but given none have returned, there are no threats to. There is no one to return with what threats to be worried of.
And if we return, will that be enough to impress you?
There is more than a show of bravery and willpower and one's combatant skill. You are not trying to be a leader, are you not? You do not strike me as a ruler, other than a foolhardy adventurer, maybe, or the brave paladin.
I have no dreams of grandeur, but if I am called upon to lead, I will.
But will many people follow? If you cried out for aid, would they drop what they are doing and come to your aid? Would they would they listen to you just by your mere utterance of words? It takes more than walking into a frozen wasteland than that. Sorry, to earn that respect.
I guess there's a lot I need to learn.
You are young, but you ponies are always young. It is hard to find one that that looks young but is also very old.
There is one that I can think of who looks young but is very old. Perhaps you know of him. Steel Prism. He served the Queen of Old.
Perhaps. There are many names that from your kind that do escape memory. But it is possible I know of this individual. But I do not recall.
He was a red unicorn with a chest symbol on his brand of destiny. He was also a paladin, I believe.
Then it is possible the Queen did have many guards, but in her later years I did not see her at all. So, I am unsure if I do know this individual. But if you
That's
feel,
mostly how it's supposed.
if they are one to rule, then bring them forth, and we will see if they are capable.
Very well. If there's nothing else, we will take our leave.
Did anybody else in the group want to add anything or say anything?
Even though one is young, if he has the wisdom of those around him, he can still be an effective leader. Sometimes a young leader has the drive and the energy to do what others are not able to do. And they gain their wisdom and live a long life and become effective leaders in their old age, which no doubt you have.
It is good at least one of you understands something about leadership. I'll be with yours in a moment, Nightshine. um, you at least understand what qualities it makes. Let's hope you find somebody who lives up to the wisdom you clearly have to offer them.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Choose wisely. No. Any record of anything they had was destroyed, as anything of theirs is cursed. They exist merely as myth or stories of ancient times. There are things I recall, but as I said, most of myths. If you have a particular detail, I will see if there's anything I can offer you. But I know they have touched many places on the land. Your frozen forest being one.
Out of character, Alright, so we have confirmation the frozen forest is a result of the ruminants. Um, that place in the desert y'all went to before Milk Thistle joined the adventure, what did y'all encounter there besides the demon? Did y'all find ruminant technology?
I don't think we determined if it was really technology or not. It's just a big black killer.
Yeah, that's all you found. You didn't really have enough time with it to determine much before you ran away very quickly.
Yeah. Because we fought a major demon there, and then another group of demons showed up, so we decided, nah, we're gonna run, fam.
The desert? That was brought about by, I believe, one of your gods. That was summoned by the cats.
I'm going to roll religion on that. Never mind, no, I'm not. I don't have religion.
Yeah, so you won't be doing that. You can attempt history because this is part of, ancient history, but it's part of history.
Alright, I'll attempt history then.
I don't think anyone here's no one has any connections to griffins or anything.
Nope.
I just wanted to pop in to say, Paolo, how could you?
Hi, Doug.
Quack.
How are you doing?
That was, my husband turned into a girl. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I'll stop interrupting you.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Um, I'm afraid you don't really know much in regards to that. It seems like you didn't study that side of things. I mean, you know it's something to do with Persians, that's about it.
Alexandra is going to give a inquisitive look and say, I'm sorry, I am not much of a historian. Which god is this? I have not heard anything of a god that was sown in the desert.
I believe it was one of your destructive gods, or a serpent. I do not know its name.
Bird is gonna make a knowledge religion roll and see if he can't identify it.
Yeah, it requires a religion. No, you don't know.
Nope.
Milk Thistle attempts.
Yes, that will be enough to know by that description it is Apec.
Ah. And I'm certain Milk Thistle would know that Apep is like one of the worst gods to exist in his opinion. Chaotic evil, correct?
I don't know if it's chaotic evil. Might be, actually, thinking about it. I know it's definitely evil.
Almost definitely chaotic evil.
But I know, I mean, I might be looking into too much of his, the reason why he wants destruction, thinking it might be more lawful, but I think he is chaotic, I'm checking.
No, he's just chaotic. The entire reason he wants destruction is bring about a new world normally.
Well, no, he wants to. The reason why he wants destruction is so it brings about change, and you have to destroy something for something new to grow in its place. If the Persians weren't destroyed, ponies wouldn't have existed. So you have to thank Apep for you able to actually exist. But he is chaotic. He is chaotic evil.
He's the purest of this world.
And what is the warning that's being tied to him?
The warning.
Yeah, the queen has mentioned serpent something.
Oh no, he was the cause of the desert. That was what her response was basically in regards to. But she knew it was a serpent, but didn't really, and it was a deity serpent. But that was it.
Yeah, Apep is a giant cobra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, the Ruminant have left their curses in many places. So it is possible they have things in the desert, or whatever happened to the cats was caused by one of their curses left upon the land. Anything else, Nightshine? Not really. Then I believe this. Oh, sorry. I thought somebody was about to say something. No? Okay. Then she goes, I believe then this meeting has drawn to a close. Do not return unless you bring forth somebody who plans to lead you and has the has the ability to do so.
Yes, ma'am.
There were many pretenders at the end, and they tore you apart. You do not want another pretender.
Thank you for your wisdom.
Thank you very much for the advice, Your Highness.
And thank you for your time. We know it is very valuable.
You took much risk and ingenuity to get here. That should be rewarded at least. You are welcome to enter the city. You will be shown the entrance, but only you, or those accompanied with you, are welcome to enter.
Have we been dismissed?
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else she was going to offer. No, I think pretty much allowing you guys to enter was it. She then sort of she was. You now realise she was actually holding something in her hand. It was like a round ball of some sort of metal, and she strikes it on a part of her chair. Well, it gives off a bit of a spark, but it kind of gives a very sort of loud sort of bang noise. What does echo, and she does that obviously 3 times, and obviously that must indicate an end to this meeting, as far as you can guess. As you hear the doors behind you open again.
All right. While Milk Thistle is still bound, he will take 3 steps backwards, turn around, and then raise his head and begin walking away.
Burned will do the same.
Alexandrate's going to look like he wants to like say something, like look at the queen, and then just turn away.
Just wait and see if Nightshine says anything.
Yeah. I take nothing.
No, that's fine, Nightshine.
Yeah. Alexander will go agreed. If nothing else, we need to see what has happened to enter the town. See if Steele's there. He'll probably give us more information on what happened.
Indeed, the events in Vilgetown, Town are quite troubling. It would be wise that we look into that as soon as we can.
So, is that what you want to do right away?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Finding out the queen's been stolen is kind of the biggest, like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, getting back to the ship will take a bit of time. So it'll probably take you about an hour and a half to get back to the ship itself. Because you've got to get on the train, you've got to get back, you've got to get through the city, and then get out and basically inform them. So about an hour and a half is you all moving at best speed, basically.
I was gonna say, can we just use a message spell like before?
I think Milk Thistle's tapped out. But
Tapped out for what?
for the message spell for today.
Yes, I'll have to wait until tomorrow to prepare more. I'll also prepare remove curse tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you could just teleport back and have somebody else message somebody on the ship. You just need to know somebody to do it on your behalf.
I mean, our teleport scrolls are essentially get out of jail free cards.
Yeah.
The damage is already done, so I don't know if teleporting back immediately without our airship is going to help because we'll probably need to leave to chase whomever stole it.
You,
I assume that they would be on foot if we know where they're at.
well, you do have the map in the city, so
And we also do have the teleport map, so we could.
Yeah. And we don't even know who it was that attacked the temples. So, there's that.
I recommend we get back in our ship and we leave immediately for Villagertown. Alexandrite,
Yes.
you had expressed interest in retiring to the countryside to raise a family with lightning, but you seem to be reinvigorated with knowledge of the temple. Does this mean you'll stay with us a while longer?
Yes. At least a while longer. I feel partly responsible for this, as I was the one who recommended that the Queen stay in the temple.
I'm concerned about Steele. If someone managed to steal the Queen's body from him, then I imagine he died in the process of that.
I am worried as well.
Yeah.
alright. Nightshine does seem. I mean, he seems determined that you should teleport straight away. If I'm getting that right, Nightshine. I know you can't kind of voice your opinion at the moment. But what we can do is we can stop here as you guys are just leaving the dwarven place. So next week we can obviously discuss exactly what you want to do a little bit easier. And Nightshine can voice his opinions a bit easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've just seen what Nightshine says.
We should inform the airship to fly back to Villagertown using teleport scroll. We are teleporting as soon as we can. We can either go to the airship and inform them, then teleport, or teleport right now. Honestly, I don't think it's necessary for us to teleport. I think we should stay with the ship because even if we teleport there and find out information a lot sooner, if we have to leave quickly, we won't have our airship to do so. We'll just have to spend that time twiddling our hooves until it gets there.
Now we could walk. If these guys are on foot, then we can give the Lord of the Rings chase.
I mean, if Nightshine is very adamant about using the teleportation scrolls, then so be it. We'll teleport back.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say,
Well,
yeah, we can message the ship after we move, and then they can give the drop-off point where we are, and if we leave on foot, they will be able to catch up to us sooner.
alright, well, what we'll do is, like I said, we'll stop here and we can finish the discussion of teleport right now next week, and we can do the rolling for the teleport and stuff next time if that happens. Alright?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, well, for now we will end here on that slight cliffhanger of what on earth happened at the temple.
We got talked down to Queen.
Yeah, Iron before still got lured away for some beer and some poontang.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the thing I started to say, it sounded much better in my head. But it came out totally fucking wrong.
Questioning the dwarf's building.
Yeah,
That's why it helps.
I'm sorry, go on.
That's why it helps to type things out. If you if you anticipate having a very important speech coming up, type down what you want to say, and then you can like proofread it and read it off from there. That's what I often do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mean any ill intent by it. Because I. Sorry,
You never,
go on. My apologies.
you never did get to recruit anybody.
Nope. Because we had the super important. Oh shit! The temples were attacked. We gotta go right now.
I keep meaning to ask, are you planning to take the leadership role? Feat, that's the word I'm looking for.
I was going to because of being a because it does make sense for a order captain to have that.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
I mean, basically, the leadership feat is the kind of the little bit of the cheat card to basically allow you to instantly get like a following, because that's kind of what it does.
yeah.
And
I know it does.
yeah, and if you do take it, then I will explain to you some of the extra things you will get out of it. Plus
Alright.
what are they called? A cohort, I think.
Yeah, it's like
a bit like
you get a
what
set.
wishful.
Sorry.
Yeah, just like what wishful pen was like. So it'll be up to you what
Yeah.
you want the cohort to basically be.
Yeah, I know it's like a set number of them, like depending on your score.
Yeah. So
And it's like as you level up and you do good deeds and make sure, hey, is my cohort gonna die? Oh shit, he's getting in the red. Nope. I step in, I take the bullet for him. It's like
yeah.
basically just keeping him alive to get more and more
Mhm.
of a better score. So.
Well, before we talk about anything else, I will end the stream here. So if everybody wants to say bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Steal.
Yas.